It's your boy Logic back in here with another video. Was good. I was in the middle of watching a mediocre tutorial reviews video where he had one of his subscribers or patrons write into him, and he was talking about a discussion he had with his girlfriend, and it was about finances. And it seemed like they were talking in general, but I guess it ended up getting personal because they got into an argument, and it was about how important money is in a relationship. Um, he said that he wants someone to be with him for him and not be in it for the money. She said that she feels like a relationship has to have both, and somehow it escalates to where they got upset with one another. Now, why they couldn't just agree to disagree, I don't know, but it must have been tied to something that they were going through as far as, income. But we do find out that the guy works two jobs, but the girl still makes more money. And I don't know if, okay, here's the thing, you can't have a relationship without money. As far as taking care of your necessities, a roof over your head, bills, car notes, stuff like that. So that's a given. So what I'm assuming is when they talk about money, they're talking about the fun shit, the stuff you do with the excess money, the saved up money, the what are we gonna do? Are we going on trips? Are we buying nice things? Do we have nice things? You know what I'm saying? This is where I have to go with this because I can't. I mean, of course, you're not gonna live in a fucking cardboard box, you know, and say money don't mean shit. So I have to take it there, and I think that's reasonable. I think that these are older people, 20s or 30s, and I think they understand that yes, money is needed as far as survival, but when you're talking about, hey, I need somebody to make a certain amount, this, that, and the other, how important is that? Well, I mean, that depends on the individual. This is why it's important to have someone with a like mind. So she makes more money. So we know that if anything ever comes up, where it's something more on the more extravagant side, whether a vacation comes, they want to plan a vacation or whatever, she might have to fit more of the bill. Now we all know that women don't want to fit more of the bill; they barely want to fit anything as far as a bill, if they can skate around it. They would want a man that provides everything. Even though she works, she probably wouldn't want to chip in. She'd rather have her money be her money and then your money be her money. And that's just, some guys accept it. If you're a high earner, it's probably not really a problem. But if we're talking about the average Joe, this could become an issue because usually girls don't have a good sense of value as far as what's important to spend your money on and how recklessly you go through it. A guy's more simple. He could go out fishing with some buddies and go on a hike or something, and he could feel fulfilled without barely spending any money. And then maybe when a rainy day comes up or whatever, he probably has a nice little cushion. But girls like to spend a little bit more frivolously through things, and that's probably because at an early age, women were just given things in general. Men were trying to buy the attention of a female since the beginning of time. So it's hard to have a good sense of value when you never really have to fit the bill. And this is in general. So when a girl says that money is very important, it's not that it's probably important to her. She probably wants it to be more important to you than it is to her because she'd rather have you fit the bill. So here's the thing. He needs to find a chick that's like minded. I say this, there are plenty of things we take for granted on an everyday basis. As far as going to the parks, going to a pond, trying to do some fishing, some hiking, some looking at the sunset. just you know, walking down trails you ain't never been, just discover new parts of the city that you ain't been through. Stuff that doesn't necessarily take a lot of money, but stuff that creates moments. Because I could give you a gift and there's really no moment there. What are you gonna do after that? You gonna give me the same sex you was gonna give me after I gave you? Oh, thank you. I can't believe you thought that. What and then what happens? Do we take a picture of that moment when I just give you this gift? And I can always look back. Remember this picture I took when I gave you this gift? Like, or would you rather have a actual scene where y'all are, you know, in a park, or you got a picture of y'all catch of the day or whatever? Like, guys really see value in these types of things. Girls don't. And I mean I don't expect girls to, but I would like girls to kind of like think about that type of stuff. Like, especially when it comes to things your man might like. Because when this girl talks about how finances are important, I think she's thinking of it from her perspective. Like I said, as long as the bills and stuff are taken care of, and y'all ain't, I mean, no one wants to live paycheck to paycheck, but let's be honest, that's kind of how everybody lives. You know what I'm saying? So she might have aspirations to do more. She might be building herself up, and she just probably wanting to make sure that he builds himself up with her, which is cool. But that's the kind of that old mentality of trying to change a person, and I don't agree with even a man trying to change a woman or a woman trying to change a man. It's like you go into a relationship, you see where they are, let them talk about where they want to go in the future. You don't have to guide them. You don't have to tell them where they should go. You see if they want to go anywhere. And then if you want to make a judgment on that right there, I don't know if I really want to stick around with this guy because he seems like he's real comfortable where he's at. Then leave. You seeing all this little potential and shit in him and stuff like that, that's fine. But he has to see the potential too. He has to want to do these type of things. He has to be open to be molded. And usually what happens, even if he was open, he might not mold fast enough for you. And it becomes an issue. And there's more stress in a relationship. And then the shit doesn't work out. So these are the issues that money can cause, or trying to aspire to obtain money, depending on where money sits on your value list. I understand it's important, but I don't believe in leading with it because money is such a superficial thing. Money can come and go, and then when your relationship is based on that, you've seen where the man goes broke and the woman leaves, right? That's why men don't really look. If a man could get the woman he want working at McDonald's, a man would never aspire to do anything. You could say that, and I do believe this, women are supposed to be inspirational. There are things that men do for the sake of a woman, and girls probably don't realize it, and they sure damn don't appreciate it. There are plenty, like everything in life probably built was to make sure, was either whether it was to obtain money, to impress a woman, or to create something that would impress a woman. Make life easy for the woman. Things that she enjoy on an everyday basis is things that men did, and then they can use as a front. Like, baby, look, I made this, and I'm making this money on the same note too. But in honesty, if he could just say, I like you, I want you, and I have you, and he just needed to make enough money to survive, men would do that shit. Because that's just the way men are. So I don't expect money to be so high on a man's list. And it's only where it's at because it feels, men feel like if I want to attract a female, I got to have it. You know what I'm saying? Men don't want to attract men with money. Men are simple enough to where they don't need to travel all over the world and have all these things. Men go after things because women like things. We don't care. Like, we'd fuck you in a cardboard box if we could. But that's just, So, like I said, money like I said, it's important. Um, but it depends on kind of where you're trying to go with it. You know, I've been on plenty trips, you know, been to the Caribbean, and then you went to Mexico's, and we go to Florida. You go visit the beach, and the women are there are great, stuff like that. You know, spent hundreds of dollars, whatever, like that, and that's all well and good. But if you were to ask me, because y'all don't know this, but I collect anime and comic books and stuff like that. I have a collection of shit. If I had the choice to spend that money on adding to my collection or on those trips, I'm gonna add to my collection. I know it sounds fucked up. Maybe you're thinking, man, what was it? It's like, look, these things signify me. If you were to walk into my home and see my collection, it gives you a good sense of me, what I'm about. Going on trips is just going on trips. I like the scenery. It's fine. I don't, I'm not, knocking it. The weather's great, especially out here in Ohio where the weather shifts like a female's mood. You know what I'm saying? Man, it seems like Ohio's angry today. God damn. Oh shit. Oh, she seemed cool today. Okay, it's 50 degrees of today, so I can wear a light jacket. You know what I'm saying? But so that's my thoughts on it. Um, find a like-minded person, see what y'all want, see how high finances rank, and just kind of go with that. You know, um, it is what it is. But like I said, this is your boy Logic back with another video. Let me know what y'all think. Peace out.